when I roast a chicken or when I have a roasted chicken, I really like to get the most out of my roasted chicken. And one of the ways you can do that after you're all done eating, you can use the bones to make a chicken stock. I like having chicken stock with a roasted chicken because it has actually more flavor and it brings about a stronger, well, it's still mild, but beautiful stock. So this is a great way not to have to go out and buy your own stock because you can make it. But if you don't have time to make your own stock, after you're done with the chicken, I just put my chicken into a bag, the bones into a bag, and then I put them in the freezer. And then when I do have time to let a chicken stock simmer or cook, I will pull it out and make it at that time. So here we have roasted chicken bones that I have already cut up. One of the things that you want to do is you want to take your bones out and you want to break them open, because when you break them open, you're opening up the marrow inside of the bone, which adds a little bit more flavor and gelatin to the aspect to the stock. Gives it a little bit more body and flavor. So I have already chopped up these as well. And then after you put your bones into the stock pot, you then just cover them in cold water until you have about an inch of water over that. So if you need more water, just add in more water. And once the bones are approximately an inch over, you turn your heat on high, and you want this to come to a boil. Once this water has come to a boil, turn it down immediately down into a simmer. You don't want your stock water to really boil away, and also it becomes cloudy. But at this point, you want to see if there's anything on the top here that needs to be removed. But given this bones were already cleaned and cooked, there's a little bit less removal. And these bubbles are really nothing much. So because there's not a lot to remove, at this point we can add our vegetables. Now the vegetables, when we're adding them, you can add as little or more as you want. I tend to go a little heavier on the vegetables. Although for approximately 2 chickens, you only really need about 1 large carrot, half of an onion, and 1 stalk of celery. I've kind of doubled that, and if you notice, I've left the skins on here so that you can have that extra flavor. All of this is going to be strained out at the end. And we are really keeping it tight here, so I am trying not to rock the boat. Also, I am going to add a whole clove of garlic, which is really not even necessary, but I add it because I like that extra little flavor in there. Also, garlic is good for you. So they say the old remedy to get rid of a cold is good chicken soup. So, and then I have my mirepoix, and a lot of people put them in sachets. I don't, because we're going to strain them, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And also, we're going to add black peppercorns, some parsley stems, some thyme, and a bay leaf. You can also add a little bit of cloves that add a little bit more flavor as well, but it's not necessary. I don't particularly like cloves in my stock, so I do not add them. Now what we're going to do is we are going to allow this to simmer for approximately 4 to 6 hours. You can let it simmer for 2 hours, but I like to start this in the morning and let it simmer all day. And occasionally you may need to add a little water on top of it and bring it back up to a boil and then let it continue to simmer so that you don't evaporate all of the water on it. Our stock has been now simmering for about 5.5 hours. I really like to take it 6 to 7 hours to simmer, but this is good. At this point, as you can see, the color is nice and brown. I'll lift it up a little bit here. But now all we need to do is turn this off and strain. all the stock that's left in here, all of the bones and the remnants, this can be discarded. And you want to cool this down quickly and rapidly, and you can do so by just placing this in your refrigerator and stirring occasionally just to have it cool down a little bit quickly. I'm Kathleen, working to put the good back in food. Enjoy your 2 quarts of stock and have a great day.